Soil as a resource. Soil is formed over millions of years by weathering of rocks and minerals, and also by natural agents like variation in temperature, climate, wind, glaciers and running water. The important factors that influence soil formation are relief, parent rock, vegetation and other forms of life and time. Here we can see the various stages. The soil profile. The top is humus. Next comes topsoil, next is elevated horizon, then subsoil, this is parent material, and at the last is bedrock. Now let's see soil profile in detail. Soil is a natural, abiotic, renewable resource containing inorganic and organic matter like humus. Soil is an essential resource that supports a majority of plant and animal life on the earth. Based on the physical and chemical properties, age, texture and color, soils in India can be classified as alluvial soil, black soil, red and yellow soil, laterite soil, arid soil, and last comes forest soil. Here we can see the details of various soils and where they are found and the types of soil: alluvial soil, black soil, red and yellow soil, laterite soil, arid soil and forest soil with the details and the areas they are found and the suitable crops grown on such soil. How does the various soils look? Alluvial looks like this: black soil, red and yellow soil as the name suggests. This is the laterite soil. Here comes the arid soil. Next is the forest soil, which is suitable for cultivation. A map which shows the major soil types in India: alluvial, black, red and yellow soils, laterite soils, arid soils and forest soils. Major soil types. We just learned about soil and its types. Now let's see what is soil erosion and conservation. Soil is the majority of plant and animal life on earth. It is a renewable resource. The loss of soil cover due to natural agents like wind and running water is called soil erosion. The roots of plants and trees keep the soil moist and hold the soil particles together. An example of a land with soil erosion. Now what causes soil erosion? Human activities like deforestation, overgrazing, construction and mining is one of the causes of soil erosion. When the running water cuts through the clayey soils and make deep channels as gullies, it is known as gully erosion. The land in this erosion is also known as bad land as it does not support cultivation. This is gully erosion. Here we can see deep channels called gully. Defective methods of farming like flowing up and down a slope increases the speed of water flowing down the slope, which increases the rate of soil erosion. Natural forces like wind, glacier and water leads to soil erosion. Sometimes water flows as a sheet over large areas down a slope. In such cases, the topsoil is washed away. This is known as sheet erosion. Wind blows loose soil off flat or sloping land, known as wind erosion. Wind erosion occurs generally in areas of little or no vegetation. It happens in places that receive scanty rainfall. So the prevention of soil erosion is called soil conservation, and the ways can be: terrace farming is one way to do so and involves cutting terraces along a slope. These terraces reduce the speed of water flowing down the slope and help in soil conservation. Contour plowing is also beneficial in reducing the flow of water down the slope and involves plowing at right angles to the natural slope of land. The third, effective farming techniques further help in soil erosion. In plain areas, strip cropping can be used for soil conservation, where strips of grass are allowed to stand between crops in large fields. These strips of grass reduce the force of wind and thus prevent soil erosion. Planting rows of trees along farmland also help break the force of wind and help in soil conservation. Shelter belts of trees, when planted along sand dunes, help stabilize them and prevent the desert from extending into land available for cultivation. Resources and development. What are resources? The things available in an environment that can be used to satisfy needs are called resources. The classification of resources, the types of resources, and development and planning of resources. Development of resources. Development means using resources wisely without damaging the environment. Resource planning. The resources in a country are not distributed uniformly across all its regions. Resources and development. The soil resource. Soil is formed over millions of years by weathering of rocks and minerals and also by natural agents. Here we can see the soil profile. The topmost layer is humus and the bottom is bedrock. Soil profile. The types of soil: alluvial soil, red and yellow soil, arid soil, black soil, laterite soil and forest soil. Erosion. What is soil erosion? The loss of soil cover due to natural agents like wind and running water is called soil erosion. An example of a soil with erosion. Causes of soil erosion. One of the causes when the running water cuts through the clayey soil and make deep channels as gullies this way, that is gully erosion. The land in this erosion is known as bad land as it does not support cultivation. Resources and development. Land as a resource. The area occupied by plains, by mountains and by plateaus. 30% is occupied by mountains, 43% by plains and 27% by plateaus. Utilization of land. Gross cropped area. Area sown more than once in an agriculture year plus net sown area is known as gross cropped area. Land use pattern in India. Total geographical area of India is 3.28 million square kilometers land, but the use data is available only for 93% of the total area. Land degradation and conservation measures. Indiscriminate deforestation and excavation done as part of mining activity and quarrying also causes land degradation. Degraded land in India is 130 million hectares. Some steps for land conservation are afforestation, controlled grazing and mining activity, stabilization of sand dunes by growing thorny bushes. I hope the topic resources and development is clear.